Assalomu alaykum. Yaxshimisiz? Yangi darsni boshlaymiz. Hello, let's start our next lesson. This is the third lesson of the possessive pronouns, right? So in this lesson, we'll talk about exceptions. We'll talk about alternative way of how to say my thing. And we'll also stop with practice, with assignment that you can do using everything you learned in these 3 videos. Boshladikmi? Tayyormisiz? Like bosishni unutmang. Qani ketdik. Okay, so first, in the first part, you probably learned this. And if you haven't watched this, please go back and watch it. Because in this slide, I'm just reminding that we, by this time, know how to say my book, your book, his book, or her book, our book, your book, their book. Mening kitobim, sening kitobing, uning kitobi, bizning kitobimiz. And pay attention that I'm not using long E. I'm using short one. Kitobim, not kitobim. Kitobing, not kitobing. And the word kitab also, not kitab, but kitab. So by now, by watching those videos, you probably know how to do this. What this stands for. Because in those videos, I talk about it in a very detailed way. And also in the second video, we talked about words ending with k, like mushuk, right? Because when we try saying my cat and the word cat ends with k, then there's no k anymore. We have g, like here. K becomes g. And in second video, I specifically discuss this. We specifically talk about this and we look at words like cat, dog, mushuk, kuchuk, kozoynak, kozoynak, and also words that end with k sound, sound, and such words like balak becomes balagim, meaning balagim, sening balaging, uning balagh, etc. Such words like qizaloq, qizalog'ing, qizalog'im, and qoshiq, spoon, qoshiq, meaning qoshig'im, sening qoshig'ing. If you don't know all of this, I highly recommend watching video number 1 and number 2 called Possessive Pronouns, or just Pronouns, part 1, part 2. This is part 3, okay? So, in this video, we're talking about exceptions. So, there are rules. So, I just said there are nouns. If you want to say my thing, you add im. If you want to say his thing, you add ing, and etc. And if there are k and k sounds as the last sounds of a noun, the k becomes g, k becomes r. Okay? So far clear, right? Now, how about these words? They also end with k over here and k there. Knock is pear. Talk is a tree where grapes grow. And you could also say, well, the k changed to g here too? It doesn't, because it's one syllable word. In one syllable words, it doesn't change. Meaning no kim. We don't say meaning no gim. It doesn't work that way, just because it's one syllable word. Talk, also the same way, meaning talkim, not meaning togim. Okay, this is number 1. And here are a list of words that also have one rule. Let's see all of them. The first word is oğul. Oğul means son. Oğul. The next word is shahar. Shahar means city. The third word is burun. Burun, nose. Number 4, ağız. Ağız, mouth. Ağız, ağız. Burun, ağız, oğul, shahar. And singil, younger sister. Singil. So here's the list of words 5 words. I've pre-selected 5 words. There are many of them. And what makes them, what unites them is this, that they consist of 2 syllables. And the second vowel, okay, there's first vowel and second vowel. And it's red. I highlighted it as red. First vowel, second vowel. Okay? First vowel, second vowel. First, second. First, second. And here are they. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So 2 syllables, 2 vowels. And when you're trying to say my son, the second vowel disappears. Oğlum. Oğul, oğlum. Şahar, şahrım. Burun, burnum. Ağız, ağzım. Single, singlim. I'll read it again. Oğul is son. My son would be meaning oğlum. Şahar is city, meaning şahrım. Burun is nose, meaning burnum. Ağız is mouth, meaning ağzım. Single is younger sister, meaning singlim. Okay, if we're trying to say your, sening oğlin. You see, there's no second vowel. Oğlin. Senin şahrin. Senin burnin. Senin ağzın. Senin singlin. If you are trying to say you as respectful you, or you as a group, your. Sizning oğlingiz. Sizning, your city. Şahringiz, no second vowel. Şahringiz. Sizning burningiz, your nose. Sizning burningiz. Sizning ağzıngiz. Sizning singlingiz. No second vowel. So ideally, it could look like, not ideally, it could look like oğlum, right? If you just take the rule and use it literally, yeah. So there's a noun and then I add im. This is what I have been telling you in the first 2 videos. So mechanically you could do oğul plus im. Oğlum. No, it's oğlum. Şahar and şaharım, right? That could be true according formula. But no, we say şahrım, burnum, ağzım, singlim. Not singilim, not ağzım, burunum, şaharım, oğlum. Oğlum, şahrım, burnum, ağzım, singlim. Is this clear? Press like if it is. And leave your comments if that was very helpful and useful. Okay, so we're done with exceptions. And now I would like to talk about alternative way how to say my stuff, my thing. Ready? Let's go. Telephone, telefon. Bu meaning telefonum. This is the first version, the version we learned so far. Now the second version is bu telefon meniki. Bu meaning telefonum. Bu telefon meniki. What changes? The word order has changed, and also noun telefon is used the way it is. There's no ending, there's no suffix. So telefon, telefon. Bu telefon meniki. Bu meaning telefonum. You see, in the first 2 videos we learn adding suffixes, but in the alternative version we are not adding suffixes. And meniki, my thing, is coming in the end of the sentence. Bu telefon meniki. Bu pult, pult. Bu pult meniki. You see, I'm saying the noun first, and then I'm saying it's mine. So in English, as the alternative would be, this is my, let's say, telephone. This is my telephone, or this telephone is mine, right? Okay. Let's try saying your. Bu senin telefoning. Bu telefon seninki. Bu pult seninki. Bu saat seninki. You see? So alternative version probably is easier because you don't think of suffixes. You don't bother about them. It's just, and the word order is different. And here we're trying to say his or her. Bu uning telefonu. Bu uning telefonu. Bu telefon onunki. So this is the version we learned so far, and this is alternative version. Bu telefon onunki. Bu uning telefonu. Bu telefon onunki. Meniki, seniki, uniki. Meniki, seniki, uniki. And also bizniki, ours, sizniki, yours, ularniki, theirs. Okay, I'll give you some time to digest it. And let's try using different nouns to remember. Let's try using the word car. Car is машина. So try saying my car, or this car is mine. So машина, bu машина meniki, bu машина seninki, bu машина uniki. And in the other version, it would be bu mening maşinam, bu sening maşinang, bu uning maşinası. Now, if we're trying to define the noun, chiroyli means beautiful or nice or cute or good. So, bu chiroyli telefon meniki. This is the word order if I'm trying to define the noun. Now, in the first version, it looks like this. Bu mening chiroyli telefonum. So here's the difference. The difference is that it's always about the word order. So here, as you see, bu telefon uniki, the pronoun is in the end, and noun is in the middle. While here, we first use the pronoun, and then we have the noun, and then we have the suffix. And the same with this sentence. Over here, we have the pronoun in the end, when we have the noun in the middle, and then we have the adjective here. Here we have the pronoun first, possessive pronoun, then we have the adjective and the noun. Bu chiroyli telefon meniki. Bu mening chiroyli telefonim. Bu mening chiroyli telefonim. To tell the truth, this one is used more frequently than this one. When we're trying to talk about details and we were trying to describe the object, we use this one. If we're trying to say, my house is so beautiful, it's so wonderful, it has this and that, we use this. This one we use for defining belongingness, right? Whose stuff is this? Oh, this is my stuff, or this stuff is mine. Bu kimniki? Bu meniki. Okay, just to clarify whose stuff is this. So now we take different words and we practice. Kalit, key. Bu kimning kaliti, as I said before, when we're trying to identify whose stuff is this, whom belongs this lost thing. For example, key. Bu kimning kaliti? Bu kalit kimniki? So there are two versions to ask. Whose key is this? Right? Bu kimning kaliti? Bu kalit kimniki? Usually goes with this. We usually go with this. Whose key is this? Bu kimning kaliti? Or bu kalit kimniki? Bu mening kalitim, bu kalit meniki. Or maniki. Bu kalit meniki, meniki, mine. Right? Meniki, mening kalitim. So in conversational Uzbek, we hear more of this, but they are true together in both different languages, speeches. Whose phone is this? Bu kimning telefonu? Bu mening telefonum. Bu telefon meniki. For example, when children play and they lose their toys, kimniki, 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 whose? Maniki. Okay? So kimniki, where is it? Kimniki is also an easy-going version. Kimning telefonu is 2 words. So that's sort of a longer to pronounce. That's why kimniki, you can just point to a thing and you don't have to even name it. And you can say kimniki, kimniki, kimniki. And you see, I'm not even pronouncing this n. Kimniki, 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 kimniki. Maniki, maniki, maniki. Bu telefon kimniki? Bu telefon meniki or mening telefonum. So here are new words. I haven't shown you these words in the previous 2 lessons. These words are new, and as you see, there are words that end with normal sounds, like they are not tricky. And there's k sound, or tok means pal, friend. And if we have k sound, that changes to r, right? So that one you have to pay attention. Then we have koptok. Koptok is 2 syllables and it has k sound, that it means that it changes to g. And if you're trying to say my ball, it will change to koptogim, not koptokim. Now, this one is really interesting to practice with. How to say my money, my cash, your cash. Your cash? Is this your cash or my cash? Right? Or work-ish. Right? Or think of your own words. What do you usually use in daily life and you always keep losing it, or you always ask yourself whether you have it by your side and you're like, do I have it? Yes, check. So, and use those objects for practice to train and to learn this topic. Because these all k sounds, and then if it's 2 syllables, then the k sound changes to g. If it isn't, it doesn't. But I'll tell you, there are not so many words. Over here, these 2, not so many words, that only 1 syllable. And ending with k, not so many. So don't bother about it. Most of the words that finish with k, they're usually more than 2 syllables, or at least 2 syllables. So just pay attention to k sound and k sound. This is more important. Okay, so this is your home task, and pick any 3, put them in practice, and leave your comments below so we can communicate, we can see if this is good enough, or this is practical enough, this is useful enough for you. And as I promised in the beginning, we talked about exceptions, we talked about alternative way and ways to practice. Dars uchun katta rahmat. Videoni ko'rganingiz uchun rahmat. Like uchun oldindan rahmat. Keyingi darsda ko'rishguncha xayr, sog' salomat bo'ling.